Guys, Alex Saenz here, 22-year-old real estate entrepreneur here in Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to my channel. Guys, today for this video, we're going over a property I bought a year and a half ago. And this property, I actually bought it to fix and flip at the time. And you wouldn't believe what happened. The house burnt down. Literally, I bought the house for $103,000 and the tenants, I don't know what happened, but it burnt down. And it was a freaking mess. I remember coming back from San Francisco and my buddy Andy is calling me and he says, "Hey bro, I have really bad news." And I'm like, "What the hell happened?" And he's like, "The house burnt down." And this is the first time this ever happened to me, so I started freaking out. I was freaking out and I did not know what to do, but then I remembered, hey, I have insurance. And luckily I had insurance, so let me walk you through the house first. I'm gonna explain all the details, so let's go. So as you can see, we have the R8. Thinking about selling it. I don't know. Do any of you want it? I'm just kidding. Bought this baby a year ago. Always good to have.
Around the same time.
Yeah, literally got that car at the same time that this house burnt down. So welcome to my world. So I feel like for those that follow me, like you guys see like all like the cars and the traveling and everything, but guys, I really do deals. I have a business, I have an organization that cranks out deals every single day almost. So this is one of actually let me speak on that. So we specialize in wholesaling real estate, right? We specialize in wholesaling houses to other investors, right? That is the bulk of our business. But here and there, you know, I'll take down a property or two because one, my dad's a project manager. He's a construction manager, so he handles my fix and flips, keeps them busy, keeps, you know, bread on the table for everybody. And number two, I actually like, you know, most people hate fix and flipping, but I actually like it. I enjoy taking a product that's pretty shitty and then turning it into ultimately this, right? So I actually enjoy that process. But for those that are starting in real estate, I highly advise that you get good at one thing first, and that thing is wholesaling houses. Make sure you become an expert at wholesaling houses before you even start fix and flipping, because fix and flipping, it can dry up your cash, it hoards a lot of cash, and then wholesaling is just quick turn and burn, right? Like 99% of the time, like I will rather get a quick dime over a slow quarter, right? And the reason why is because, yeah, you might make 30,000, 40,000 over 3 to 6 months fix and flipping, right? And yeah, you might make 10,000 in a week wholesaling houses. But that 10,000 in a week, by the time the fix and flip is done, I can flip that $10,000 over and over and over again and make the, if not the same or more than versus fix and flipping. So I hope that makes sense. But wholesaling houses, it's a quick turn and burn, and I love it. This property right here, this is a fix and flip that I bought a year ago. So let's quickly check it out, and I'm gonna explain all the details right now. Crazy story and amazing story because it turned into a blessing. So guys, so let me tell you about this deal. Okay, so a year and a half ago, we're cranking out wholesale deals. I probably have like one fix and flip going on at that specific time. But I ended up buying 2 houses from one seller, and this was one of them. So I bought 2 houses, both for $103,000 each, okay? I bought both houses to fix and flip, and then one house, you know, where we go to the tenants and they say, "Hey, I'd love to buy the property." And it's funny because I don't know how they did it, but we went to the house to kick them out because they didn't pay rent. And then we show up to the house and they say, "Hey, can we buy the house?" And I'm like, "But how are you gonna buy the house if you can't pay rent?" But anyways, we gave them a price. I said $150,000 for the property. And we opened escrow with their title company, the tenants. And believe it or not, they brought a $150,000 check to closing. I mean, here you have tenants that were about to get evicted because they couldn't pay rent, and then a week later they come up with $150K. I don't know what happened. Maybe they went to the casino or something, but hey, easy deal for us. We got $103,000. We sold it for $150. It took 1 week and made, you know, like $45,000 profit after like a few closing costs. And that was pretty much fix and flip right there. But that was a week, so it was a double closing. And in this house, same thing. You know, the tenants aren't paying rent. We come to the property, we talk to them, and we tell them, hey, we're the new owners. You know, you know, you're gonna have to move out. You know, when can you move out? We gave them a deadline. We said, hey, you have to move out by this weekend, and they were cool with it. And then I take off to San Francisco. I take off to San Francisco for a real estate event, and you know, chilling, closing deals out there. And then I come back, and I remember this day so vividly. I'm driving on the freeway to the office, and Andy calls me, which is my sales director, my COO of the company. He calls me and he says, yo, I have really bad news. And I'm like, what happened? Like, who died? Like, literally, that's what I thought. Like, because the way he said it was like somebody passed away or something. I'm like shit. So he's like,
yo, Alex, I don't know how to tell you this, but the house that we bought last week, it's total. It's burned down.
You know, the fire department called him, and I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do, right? And I was freaking out because this is like the first time that this ever happened to me. Like, I've never bought a property and then it burnt down. So I was really freaking out, and I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? And then I remembered I have insurance. Okay, that kind of brought comfort to me. So I came that day to check out the house. The house was a total mess, as you can see in the video here, and it was a freaking disaster. I mean, it was insane, and I did not know what to do. And I gotta give shout out to a specific person, Elijah Rubin, the fire damage king, because he specializes in fire damage properties. If you have a fire damage property, check my boy out, Elijah I. Rubin. You can find him on Facebook or Instagram. But I had a fire damage house, and he's like, yo, you can get more money from the insurance, because the insurance was offering me like 80,000. And then we got an insurance adjuster, thanks to Elijah, and we got that 80,000 to like 150, right? So my loan on this house was 98,000. The loan got paid off, and I got money in my pocket. Now I have a house that is free and clear. Obviously I have to fix it, but the house is free and clear, right? And this house is now, with this rehab, is worth about 250,000. I own this house free and clear. I owe $0 on it. I think I owe like $200 in taxes, but you have to pay those at the end of the year. Oh well. But still, free and clear house, and it was a blessing. Like, literally, I come back from San Francisco, I'm running crazy because the house burned down. I don't know what to do. You know, I'm thinking that I have to pay my lender the 98,000 for a shitty property, right? But ultimately, the insurance stepped in and paid us out. And win-win-win. I had my dad rehab the property along with his crew, and you know, it took a while. And the reason it took a while is, one, you can't touch anything during the insurance process. At least that's what I was advised. So for months, like, we're battling back with the insurance, and we couldn't touch anything. So the house was just boarded up, fenced around. I'm paying. I paid a few months of interest. I was paying for the fence. I was paying, you know, the yard every other freaking week, because here in Arizona the weeds grow super quick. But there was a lot of costs, but it took probably 4 to 6 months to get the insurance to, you know, to really max out and give us as much possible for the damages. And then after that, you have to go through a permit process. So you have to get the permit to build. You have to get permit for an addition. We did an addition on the restroom. So all this stuff kind of piled on. So yes, I bought the house a year ago, and it took like, I don't know, 8 months to finally be able to build. And then we knocked out the rehab in about 3 months. And the reason why it took 3 months, usually it takes like 4 to 6 weeks, is because of that permit process. So you have to, every time you finish something, you have to, you know, advise the permit guy, and then he has to give you the approval, and it's like step after step after step. And finally, last week, we got the approval to finally finish everything. So when they gave you that approval, you can turn on the light, the water, you can turn on all the utilities. So that's it. And this house, for the longest time, I'm like, damn, should I sell it? I have a lot of equity in this house. Should I sell it? And we're actually going to keep it as a rental, because the business is turning right now, and I want to build that massive wealth, right? Because guys, don't get this confused. Like, yes, I drive 2 supercars, and I live at a penthouse, but at the same time, I want to secure the generational wealth that I'm here out to, you know, to do. And I'm not going to be able to build that net worth if I don't keep property. So guys, for those out there wholesaling massively, wholesaling 10 properties a month, make sure you start building your portfolio. I just bought one last week. I have about 6 rentals now, and I have pretty good equity in all of them. And I'm massively just building that. And once I get to to a certain dollar amount in equity that I'm reaching for, I'm gonna refi half of them, keep the rentals, and then put that down on an apartment complex to keep building. Because guys, who wouldn't want to like just be in Hawaii, you know, on what's today's one? So on July 30th, you're in Hawaii, and then on the 1st of August, you get, I don't know, $50,000 in rent money from all your properties, right? So that's the goal, and 50,000 is not the goal. I want $1 million a month in passive income. I'm 22, so I see no excuse on, you know, not to get there. But for those starting, you know, make sure you start wholesaling houses. That's what I would advise. Make sure you become an expert at that. Keep building, build that cash up. You know, throw in a fix and flip here and there. Once you accumulate enough money in the bank, you know, make sure you add assets to your portfolio. As we're doing here, quick, easy, long deal. But here we are, very, very worth it. 250K to the to the asset sheet, and let's go. Yeah, so here we have the living room. Obviously there's some furniture. I'm renting this house out, and I've been so busy I had to let the tenants know if I can come in for a quick video, so they allowed me while they're moving in. And got some nice couches. It's not staged, this is actual furniture from people. And got the kitchen here. Open this up. This used to be fenced off, and we opened it up. Got granite, higher baseboards, and freaking amazing tile that, I don't know. A lot of the stuff, like, you know, what's cool is like, once you build the right team, like you kind of just trust them to do as they go, right? So like a lot of the stuff, like in the last year, I came to this house maybe four times, and you know, it's just amazing what can happen when you have a team, when you have a trusted contractor, project manager, and a trusted crew. You kind of just let them do. And obviously they have to stay under budget, and we did. But really, like, it's ultimate delegation, right? You don't have to be every single day at your rehab. And if you are there every single day at your rehabs, you're doing something wrong. You're not delegating. You're holding on to the vine, and you're not letting it go. So make sure you let it go so you can build other stuff. Because while the crew is here working and you know, rebuilding this house, I'm building other businesses, right? I'm managing other businesses, and I'm expanding other businesses, right? So make sure you delegate. And here, got the kitchen, white shaker cabinets, some brand new shiny, I don't know if you guys can see that, but brand new shiny granite. It's real, it's not fake. And pretty open up concept kitchen, very simple. 3-2, didn't overdo it. Got the room there. And we got the restroom here with some shark toys and bathtub. I don't know what's going on, but very, very simple. The color was supposed to be a little grayer, but this has been going on for so long. I'm like, it's fine. And you know, the tenants can repaint if they want. And here we got another room, second bedroom. Got the master bedroom here, and here's the second bathroom. So this was a little bathroom with little sink and a toilet, a really shitty toilet, little shitty burnt toilet, and redid everything and expanded the shower to the right. So we added on this way, and got a brand new shower. So now it's officially a 3-2. It was a 3-1, and now we got a 3-2, and a very simple house. And sometimes it's, you know, the simplest houses are the best deals. So this was an amazing deal. Obviously blessed. And actually, I will say this: nobody got hurt in the fire. Okay, so everybody was safe. So that was like my number one concern, like what happened. But everything's cool, and here we are. All right, guys. So there it is, the project of the year, and gonna keep it as a rental. Nobody come and mess with my tenants. I'm just kidding. But here we are. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this long, again, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe, like this video, share this video. And I want to remind you guys, make sure you comment, because believe it or not, I look at every single comment, so I want to make sure I get to every single one of you. And if you have a video idea, or you want me to go over something that you would like me to go over, please do comment so I can get to you, and we can make a video on that specific subject. But without further ado, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. Peace. Oh my God. Like the heat just like melting. All right, guys, here we are.